Now we need to think about how we output information to the user. The word output means display text to the screen. There's no point in computing anything if we can't show the results to a human.
Just to be clear, output can mean to play music, show graphics, store something to a disk, anything that sends data out of the system.
You're right, Zumi, but for now, outputting things to the screen is good enough. Let's continue with the example we started in the last video. That last statement, system.out.println, is the instruction to print something to the screen so the user can see it. The stuff inside the parentheses is what gets printed out. System.out.println will output a series of characters to the console, to the screen. We call a sequence of characters a string. The stuff that's in the parentheses is building that sequence of characters. Things that are inside of quotes get output exactly as they are. So the y equals will get output exactly that way. Things that are not in quotes get evaluated and their values are printed. So the machine will go and get the value of y for this part. Finally, the different parts get stuck together with the plus operator. We call this operator concatenation. So this system.out.println will print out y equals 36 because y equals is in the quotes and 36 is the value stored in the variable y. These two lines of code use the plus operator two different ways. In the first, when we evaluate the right-hand side of that assignment, the plus sign means addition. We're going to add 4 to the value stored in the variable x. In the second, building the string to be output, the plus meant concatenate.
Those are two very different operations. How are we going to know which one the machine is going to do?
Great question, Zumi. To know which operation to use, we look at the operands on either side of the plus sign. If they are numbers, so we know how to add them, then the machine does addition. If either operand is something other than a number, then the machine does concatenation. If there are a sequence of plus operators, we always evaluate them from left to right. Let's look at some examples. Zumi, when we're reading code, what do?
Be the machine.
That's right. Don't think about what makes sense or try to guess the result. Just execute each statement in order, the way the machine does it. In the first example, system.out.println 6 plus 8, both of the operands on that plus sign are numbers. We know how to add them, so the plus sign is addition. The result is 14, and we output the number 14. In the second one, there are two plus signs, so we're going to evaluate them from left to right. So the first one that we do is a plus sign between 6 and 8, and again, that's going to be addition and give us the number 14. The second plus sign is going to have one operand that is that number 14, and another operand that is the string, is 14. Because one of the operands is not a number, that second plus sign is going to be concatenation, and the result is going to be the number 14 concatenated with is 14. In the third example, the first plus sign, executing them from left to right, has one operand that is the string this : and another operand that is a 6. Because I don't know how to do addition with that, that's going to be concatenation, and it's going to make the string this : 6. The second plus sign is going to take that string and concatenate it with 8, because I don't know how to add those things, sticking the 8 onto the end of that string. The third one is going to take that this : 68 and concatenate it with is 68. Now, just like in math, we can change the order by putting in parentheses. So where we would normally do the pluses from left to right, in this last example, because the 6 plus 8 is in parentheses, it's going to get executed first. That's going to be addition because 6 and 8 are both numbers. So that center part of this is going to become 14. Then it's going to do the other two from left to right. So it's going to do this plus 14. That it's going to do concatenation. So it's going to get this colon space 1, 4. The second plus is going to have two strings. Those are going to get concatenated together. And the result will be this colon space 14 is 14. In this video, we learned that a string is a sequence of characters, and that we use system.out.println to build strings and output them to the user. As a side effect of that, we realized that the plus sign has two meanings. Sometimes it means addition, if both of its operands are numbers, and sometimes it means concatenation, which is stick two things together, and that happens if either one of its operands is not a number.
And we also learned that when you try to be the machine, you really have to pay attention to the details.